House of Scrooge is the 8th episode of the 3rd season of Disney's House of Mouse, and I quite like this one largely because I'm a big fan of Scrooge. Scrooge McDuck is a character I really like, and I really like his involvement. In this episode, it's revealed that Scrooge has bought the House of Mouse from Pete, which is quite interesting because I'm keen to see what they do with that in future episodes. Maybe that means Scrooge will be a more prominent character, but now that he owns the House of Mouse, basically, he's making budget cuts, and he is determined to save every single penny. And to quote, he wants twice the show at half the cost. And what follows is a big series of things that mean he has slashed the budget. I don't want to give away too much or ruin too much about what he's done, but it's things like getting rid of the band and replacing it with a cassette player and turning off the electricity and just things like that to save money and reducing Mickey's costume budget so that he has to do it in his underwear and things. Definitely extreme measures and exactly what we expect from Scrooge. The cartoons in this, also there's a joke in this. I'll come back to it. I'll spoil what the joke is at the end in case you don't want to know. But there are a couple of cartoons in this. There's a Midsummer Night's Dream, which is a version of a Midsummer Night's Dream, which, I don't know. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I'll talk about it in a separate video. I have mixed thoughts on it. And the other one is Von Drake's House of Genius, Money Increaser, which is basically a cartoon about counterfeit money, which, again, I enjoyed. I will discuss in slightly more detail separately. The second cartoon fits in a lot better with this theme than the first one. The first one was actually a two-parter, and I think it just took up more time than I would have liked it to have done, but it wasn't terrible. The scenes inside the House of Mouse were okay. We got a decent mix of Disney characters. Thomas O'Malley made an appearance, a vocal appearance, and we got to hear him speak. Thomas O'Malley is easily one of the most underrated Disney characters. Thomas O'Malley and Kovu I loved as a child, and they don't get any love these days. So the joke, spoiler from now, I'm going to tell you one of the jokes. I genuinely didn't get it, and I can't remember who said it. I think it was Mickey said that they should recall it the House of Baby Chicks, and I thought, what? Cheap. Obviously the delivery in the episode is much better, but I was just genuinely amused by that because I didn't get it, and it took me a little while. So that was pretty good. Not a bad episode at all. Really like Scrooge McDuck. Keen to see what they do with the character, if anything else.